Flosstube. My name is Anne and welcome to a Tobyknits Flosstube episode 60. Today I'm coming to you from Nova Scotia. I actually live in Ontario, Canada, but we're in Nova Scotia, aren't we, Bob? Say hello, Bob.
Hello, Bob.
He's on the couch. We're having a little rest. You know what it's like when you've got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old that are totally always, sometimes you need quiet. So we've snuck downstairs. Actually, I think Sonny's gone for a nap, but Leo's still up there. Oh man, he is so funny. He's had me in fits laughing since we got here on Sunday. Well, actually, we got here Saturday night, but he was in bed when we arrived. And we came on the train. Very long ride. And it was delayed twice, once for 2 hours and the other time for like an hour and a half. So we were really late getting in. We were supposed to get in at 6:30 in the evening, but we didn't get in until 10 o'clock. There was electrics and the conductor on the train, well, I think he was a conductor, I don't know, but whatever, maybe they don't even have conductors anymore, I don't know. The fella that was on the train with the clipboard, so he had to be important, right? He kept coming back and down, and he kept stopping at our seat and putting his arm on in the seat to tell us what was happening next. Like, he was really great. He was keeping us up to date, but oh my gosh, he was so funny. And we just pulled into, we'd almost got to into Halifax itself, and we stopped, and he came back and he's like, I said, oh, we made it. And he said, he says, don't say that yet. He said, we're about 5-10 minutes outside, he said. And he said, the last time this happened in 1990, what did he say it was?
1998.
1998. He said, we stopped at the same spot, but a tree had come down on the line and we were stuck here for 6 hours. And I looked at him and I went, oh, you can go away. So anyway, we ended up getting him perfectly fine, but they kept giving us like free snacks and free drink because we were so delayed all the time. So it was very nice of them to do that. And the seats were not bad. They weren't the greatest for sleeping on because they're seats at the end of the day. And they did roll back a little more than a regular seat would probably push back, a regular train seat. And there were sort of leg things that you could pull out underneath and rest your legs on, but you weren't flat, and the sleepers weren't available for us. They were all sold out, so we had to use the regular seats. But when the seats were back in the regular position and the rests were back down, there was tons of leg room. You could stand up and have a dance party in front of your seat. So it was nice in that respect. There was a lot of space around you. You didn't feel cluttered because, literally we were on the train for 23 hours. So it did stop a few times and people could get off if they needed a cigarette, but neither Bob or I smoke, so we didn't need to get off. And there was a car 2 or 3 carriages back, where you could go and have like meals or snacks or get tea and coffee and that stuff. But I took a lot of snacks with us and a lot of things for us to eat, so it wasn't too bad. But it was just a long journey, and I found it very difficult to cross stitch or knit. The knitting was a little easier, but the cross stitch was way harder because you're pulling your stitch out and the train is kind of joggling, then all of a sudden it goes or I couldn't get it in the so it was difficult. I did try. I didn't do a lot of stitching on the train, but anyway, we're all here to find out about the stitching, right? So let's get started. As you know, I stitch on days of the week a specific project. Mondays, I stitch my first holiday. So here is a picture of where I was at last Monday when you last saw it. And this is a birth announcement I'm doing for Sonny. So I brought this one with me. I only brought 3 projects with me, so they're going to get extra love this week. And so last night I worked on it here. I didn't get a lot of stitching in last week because we wanted to play cards. This is the one that I want to do for Sunny. Isn't that cute? And because I live in Nova Scotia, to me this is very Nova Scotian looking. So with the lighthouses and the little beach huts. So that's the one. And here is where I am. Oh, it's going to be difficult to show you this. Let me put it under behind that. How's that? That's better. Oh, that's still not all that good. I need something white. Oh, there's a bag. That's better. So you can see that I did a lot more of the sea here. So I'm coming down there, and then there's obviously going to be some, this is the sand at the bottom here, and some stuff. But I didn't do any more of this because this is hard to see. It's one strand only, but a full cross. So it's very hard to see the cloud, and there's some around the lighthouse here. So I really wanted to concentrate on color. And like I said, I did try on the train, but I couldn't, it was too jiggly. And so I did this last night. I stitched for about an hour and a half on this yesterday. Not much, but enough to just bring that down. So this is, I can now actually outline all of that lighthouse, which I'll probably do next, and then go down to this little boat. One of the things I love doing when I'm cross stitching is I love, after I've finished my stitch for the day, whatever it is I'm working on, I like to look and see what section I'm going to work on next, because I don't necessarily, I always start in the middle and work my way up to the top left hand corner. And then once I've got up there, because then I know, okay, good, I've got enough space at the top, and then I'll try and work over to the other side and then down. But one of the things I like to do is I like to bounce. I don't, like, I could never do full coverage just because I don't like that you have to just, you know, work down. I like to bounce. I like to bounce all over the place when I'm stitching and just let the mood take me. And, you know, if I feel like doing a different color, then I'm not going to do the clouds. I'm going to go do something else. So that's what how I like to stitch anyway. So that was my Monday project. Tuesdays is Tiny Tuesday. And last week I was still working on that bookmark, if you remember. What's it called? I Love to Sew or something? I Love to Sew bookmark. And I was working on that, and it became Wheel Wednesday. Now there won't be any Wheel Wednesday this week because I've only got the 3 projects with me, not all the rest. So, but last week it came up as Wheel Wednesday. So I got to work on it Tuesday and Wednesday, and I finished it. So here is a picture of it, because obviously it's at home in Ontario. Here is a picture of it in all its glory. It's super cute. This was going to be something I was going to give away at the Stitch North, but I think I might keep it. I really like it. Now I have fully finished it at home and forgot to take the fully finished picture. It's inside of, like, it came as part of a free gift with the World of Cross Stitch magazine. And it came with everything to finish it, which was this little card that was folded over with an area cut out that you would slip in the piece of Aida cloth, and then it becomes a bookmark that you then use in a book. And I don't typically read a lot of books, paper books. I tend to read them more on my iPad, but it's so pretty, you know. Anyway, I didn't bring that with me, but I will try and remember to show that to you the week after next when we're home. So, Thursdays is Little Owl. Now, I didn't get anything hardly done on Little Owl on Thursday night. last week because it was the night before we were leaving and I was busy getting stuff packed and organized. So I didn't really do a lot. I maybe put 40 minutes in. That's it. But I did get these 2 more boxes done. So they mirror the boxes on this side now. And I started on the owl, which is exactly the same as this. And this patchwork star goes in here. It's exactly the same. And then there will be some trees here, but the trees are different from these trees. And then I will be able to do the rest of the house and the rest of those cute little candies, I call them. They're not, but that's what I call them. And so, yeah, I didn't get a lot done on that. Now, because I did bring this with me, because I'm so far behind with this, this is from Historical Sampler Company, and they graciously sent me this. And it came out January the 1st, and it's called the Patchwork Owl Sampler. If I put it like that, it's easier. And it's in 4 parts. So part 1 is here, part 2 is here, and obviously part 3 and 4. The final part is out. It's now, but you can still get it. If you like this, you can still get it as a PDF. And you can just make it yourself. Isn't it pretty though? It really is very pretty. It's a nice, easy stitch. There's not too many colors. And this is done on 14 count Aida in beautiful beige, I think. But it's a very nice to stitch. It really is enjoyable to stitch. It's quick. It's a quick stitch. I'll probably get this finished in one night and maybe even the next, little square. It's very quick and easy. So yeah, that came out January 1st, but I was late getting it because of the Canada Postal Strike. And they do have a new one that's going to be starting on the 1st of March. Oh, that's pretty soon. And that, I think it's the 1st of March. I'll have to double check that for you. Or maybe it's available on the 1st of March. Oh, I'm not sure. I'll have to look. But I think it's called The Secret Garden. And if I can find a sneak peek, I'll put a picture here for you. But I really like doing historical sampler stitch-alongs. They are a lot of fun, and they're very affordable. They really are. Even if you're in Canada like I am, to even get the kits, it's still very affordable. So that is Thursdays. Now I'm going to stitch on that this week, Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm going to do, last night I did my first holiday. Tonight I'm going to do that again. So that it'll get 2 nights. And then Little Owl is going to get Wednesday and Thursday night. And then Fridays is Secret Growth. Now, I love this one. This is by Needlelot Designs. And it started, I feel like it was September or October. And it is a 8 or 9 part. So it goes on till May. And every 3 weeks we get a new piece. Now I am, of course, miles behind in this one too. Because I mean, I only stitch them 1 day a week. So it's not like I can catch up really quick. Because I'm only putting like 2-3 hours each time into it, right? So, but I don't care. I'm so enjoying this. To me, it's not about keeping up. To me, it's just enjoying the process, enjoying the stitch, enjoying the fabric, the colors. I just really am enjoying it. And even though I now know the next 3 parts, I don't care. I'll get to them when I get to them. But here is where I was. Oh, let me show you this first. Here's where I was. And I did manage to finish this whole 3rd part. So part 1 was this here. Part 2 was this part. And part 3 was this part. So I believe our tree is now done. And now we are going to put all the rest of the animals that Helos is looking after down below into the grove. And the next one, I've already got it started. or set up ready in my markup RXP, because you get the downloadable PDF, which comes with all of the colors and the charts, and you can have them in color, you can have them in black and white. I prefer black and white. And what I do is I go in and it still shows you parts of the previous, so you know where you're putting the next part, how many stitches down and so on. So I just blank them out as if they've been stitched already. So now I'm all ready to stitch the next part, which I believe is a squirrel with some nuts and stuff like that. So this is going to get stitched on Friday and Saturday. So it'll be interesting to see how much I get done on the weekend. And then Sunday, I'm not sure what I plan to do on Sunday. I might just pick one of the three and decide which one I fancy working on that night, you know. And then we leave on the Monday to come back. So we have exactly 1 week left here. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what I get up to. We went to IKEA today for lunch. Since we got here on Saturday night. Sunday, it rained all day, freeze rain, and snowed. It was horrible. So we didn't go anywhere. Yesterday, what did we do yesterday? Oh.
Yesterday went Leo swimming.
Leo had swimming, so we went to watch him do swimming. Oh, it was so good. I couldn't believe it. He ended up taking his life jacket off and jumping in the water. I can't even do that. But so that was fun. And then today we went to IKEA and had lunch. And tomorrow I think we're going to a puppet show. So it's all very exciting. So lots to do. That's why I can't get any stitching done. Anyway, I'm going to go. I know this is not as long as usual, but I don't have as much to show you today, and certainly nothing much to tell you. So I'm going to go, and I will be back next Wednesday with a bumper issue. All right, I'll talk to you then. Okay, bye.